Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully get all the data from our two of this table. We successfully get all the data from our order details table, and also we successfully get all the data from our order table, right? So here we have already defined two of this method. So that is our order details. From the order details, I get all the data from our orders table, and from our order details all table, I get all the data from our order details table. So now we have to visible it. So we have to visible it in our view order. So here I have already defined two of this. So that is our, with this we get all the data and take the things with this property as a orders property and the details. So here I have already defined two of these in our data area, right? So now we have to visible it. So here that is our sample table. So I want to define that as order details right now. So I just name it as order details. Okay, I just name it as order details. And here actually I don't need to use that our table, because of all here I want to show some of the listed data. So I have already segment that page. So that is our call 6, there is a call 6, and there is our all that our order will be visible like that way. So for now I want to actually remove that table. Okay, so that is actually the table. From here I just simply remove this table, and also so that is a table, I just simply remove it. And also there is our another one, that means the call 6, that is a table. So I also want to remove this table. Okay, I just simply remove two of this table from here. So now if you click on the save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, it's now totally clean. So here I want to use that bootstrap. So if you go to that bootstrap, so into the bootstrap there is a one of the li ul. So ui list I want to use. So if you open it, go to that documentation, and then if you go to that components, and into the components there should be some of the list. You can see there is actually the list group. So I just click on the list group. So this type of list group I want to use. So better I want to copy it. Okay, I just simply copy everything from here, and now that is our first one as a order details. So I just simply paste it. So I just simply paste it in particular that position, and also that one another one. So here I just simply paste it. So now if you click on the save all, and now if you refresh our page, like here I just refresh it. Yeah, now you can see it's now perfectly showing. So now I want to display all the our order details information on here. So if you want to display it, I think you already know about it, what exactly the things you have to do. So for now, that is our order details first part. That means here I want to display that name. So I just simply define that name. Okay, I just define that name on particular that position. So better I want to make the things as a bold, then also be better. Okay, the bold, and also here I want to end it. So after this, here I want to display our name. So I have already get all the data and take that data in our this property, that means our orders property. So now with these orders we can actually visible it. So here I have defined with these orders. So with these orders I just simply define that name. Okay, that means a specific ID name. Now let's check this out. I just click on the save all, and if you now refresh it, yeah, you can see it's now perfectly getting that name. That means the specific 10 order ID, that means that our customer name. So that is a customer name is perfectly visible. So now I want to display rest of all that field. So better I want to copy it. Okay, I just simply copy it, and here I want to just paste it, because here we have to display all that our field. Like if I want to display that name, I also want to display that phone, I also want to display that address, right? And then I want to display the date, and then also I want to display our order details. So in our order, and to also display that pay by. Okay, that means a pay through option. So I just simply define as a pay through. Okay, pay through. So here I want to display it. So for the phone, here we have to define that our phones. So here the phone actually comes from our customer table. So if you go to our customers table, into the customers table, I have already defining it. So into the customers table, that is our phone, the address, right? So I just simply define as a phone. So I have already joined all the table. There is the address, our address field name as the address. So I just simply define as address, and that is our date, and date is in our orders, that is our field name. So if you go to our orders, you can see there is a field name as a order date. So I just simply define as a order date, order underscore date. So I just simply define order date. And for the pay through, there is a field name. So this field name as a pay by, right? So that is field name as a pay by. So I just simply define as a pay by. Perfect. So now if you click on the save all, I just click on the save all, and now if you refresh it, like here, that is our page. I just refresh it. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly getting that name, the phone number, that means this customer phone number, address, and that is a date. And also it's now showing as a pay through, as a check for a specific this ID, right? And also here I want to display our another one. So it will be also as a order details. So I just simply copy it, and here it will be as a copy. So it's pretty much simple things. I think you can well understand about it better. I just copy that UL again, and here I have to also define our rest of these details. Like here I want to display our everything, like the VAT, that is a subtotal, and that is a total amount will be visible, and pay will be visible, due will be visible. So here I want to display all the data from our orders. So here first of all I just define that as a sub, okay, subtotal, TOTL, and for the subtotal I want to display that VAT. So I just simply define that VAT. I want to display the total amount, and then I want to display the pay amount. Okay, I just simply define the pay amount, and then I also define the due. So it will be as a due amount, and on here it will be as a pay amount. Okay, friend. So I just simply defining it. So here we have to define our all our data. That means with these orders, there should be comes from our orders table. So our field name as a subtotal, the VAT, and the total, pay, and the due. So I just simply define as with these orders, it should be as a sub underscore total, and for the VAT, our field name as a VAT, and for the total, our field name as a maybe total. Yeah, total. So I just simply define as a total, and then pay, for the pay is our field name as a pay, and then due, for the due, our field name as a due. Okay, friends. So I just simply defining it. Click on the save all, and now if you refresh it again, I just refresh it. Yeah, perfect. You can see it's now perfectly getting our subtotal, the VAT, the total, pay amount, and the due amount. Perfect. So better I want to define some of the dollar sign on here. So that means here I want to define the dollar sign. So that is a dollar, and here also for the VAT, I just simply define our VAT and the pay amount and everything. Click on the save all, and now refresh it again. Perfect. Everything is now perfectly displayed on here. And now that is our another one. So here I also want to display our order details. So for now, for the order details, that is our another part. So I also want to make that things as order details. So I just simply copy it, and now here I display that order details. And for the order details, I want to display our product name. Okay, I want to display that product name, NME, and then I want to display our what data actually I get that our product name, product code, the product images, and also some data from our order details. So here I want to define as a product name, product code. Okay, product code. So I just simply define as a product code, and the image. So I just simply define as image, sorry, image, and then our quantity will be needed. So I just simply define that quantity, QTY, and then unit price. Okay, unit price. And also if you want to display like in our order details, into the order customer, that is our product. If you go to our order details and into the order details, so that is our product ID, pro quantity, product price, and subtotal. So if you want to display that subtotal, you can also display it. So better I want to define as a, after that unit price and the total or total price. Okay, I just name it as a total. I just simply define as a total, right? So now I have already get all the data. So right now that is all that is static data. So I want to do, and to actually remove all the tr. Okay, here I only want to take one. So that is our one I want to take. So now if you click on the save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see it's now perfect. So now I want to actually iterate all the data from our orders table. So I think you already know about it. I have already defined this part with the details. So with these details I want to now for each it. So here I want to for each in particular that positions, that means that is actually our tr. So here I want to define our v4. So that means our v4 detector. So with this I define first of all it should be as a singular, as a detail, detail. Okay, detail in details. So I have already defined that as a details. I hope you remember it. You can say I have already defined that property as a details. So I get all the data from our order details table, and here I defining it as a details. So that is our property. So with this property I just simply define our for each as a v4, as a detail, and the details. So now with these details I want to display all that our name, that means our product name. So here first of all I want to display our product name. Okay, so here I want to do with this detail I want to display our product. Okay, product underscore name. So that is actually the product name, which comes from our table, that means our products table. Here you can see that is actually our product name, that is our product code. So I just simply define as a details. With this here I have already joined two of this table. I have already discussed about that things with you. In our order details we join our products table, and with this products table I get our products name and the products code and also the image, right? So now I want to access our this product name. So I just simply define that product name, and also we have to display our product code. So I just simply define our, with these details I want to display our product code that I have selected as a product code. I just simply copy it, and now here I just simply define as a product code. And after that there is our image. So image is actually, if you go to our product, into the product, into the index, so into the product index I have used it. You can see there is actually the image. So I just simply copy that td. If you go here, so after that product code I just simply paste it. Okay, and also they have one of the id as a em photo. They have also one of the class, css class. So you can see I didn't add it. So in our index we did it. You can see there is actually one of the class for putting that height and the width for this image. I just simply copy it, and now here I just simply paste it. Okay friend, I just simply paste it in particular that position. So now after that also we need that our quantity, price, and total. Better I just copy it. So I just simply paste it, and here I just paste it, and after that also we need another one. So with these details I want to display our quantity. So if you go to our order table, into the order details table, so in the order details tables here you can see there is actually our pro quantity, there is a product price, and the subtotal. So our field name as a pro quantity. So I just simply define as a, with these details, as a pro quantity, pro underscore quantity. Okay, I just name it as a pro quantity, and after that our unit price. And for the unit price I have defined that field name as a, that from our orders details table, that is our products price, right? So I just simply define as a product price, product underscore price. So I just simply define the product price. And for the total, I have also defined, so our total is the sub underscore total. So I just simply define our sub underscore total. Okay, I just simply define as a subtotal. Perfect. So friend, that's all you have to do. I just simply define all the data from our order details table, and also here I get all the data from our order table, right? So now let's check this out. If you now click on the save all, I just click on the save all, and now if you refresh it, so now our order details is not visible. It's because of all, let's check this out, what exactly the things I did wrong. And here you can see I define as a product, so it should be obviously in our details. So with these details I have to define our image, right? So now I just click on the save all again, click on the refresh this page. Yes, now you can see, friend, everything is now perfectly visible. So that is actually the product is ordered as a this one. So that is our product code is visible, quantity is visible, unit price is visible, total amount is visible. Okay, and you can see that is actually for this product I have defined as a 2 quantity. So that is our product price, that unit price is visible, and total amount is visible. So better also for the unit and the total I want to define one of the dollar sign. So here for the product price, so after this I want to define the dollar sign, and also for the subtotal, that means the total amount, I define as a dollar sign. I just click on the save all, and if you now refresh it, you can see it's now perfect. So now showing our unit price and the total price, and this image is missing because of all here we have to define our root. So here we have to define that roots. If you want to defining it with the single quote, here you have to define that slash, that means it should be as a root, and then you have to define that plus. Okay, so here we have to defining it, and with this you will get that root, and after that, that is our details. With these details, that is our image. So now let's check this out. I just click on the save all. So I just define that things on here. So now our image should be visible. I click on the refresh. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly display our images, and everything is now perfectly visible, that data, friend. So now that is actually 10 ID data. If you go back, and that is our Kazakh. So now if you click on the order view, yeah, you can see that is actually the Jack 10 ID. So that is the same. So I want to define that Kazi, click on the view. You can see now it's Kazi, the phone number, address, the date, and the pay through, the gift card. The total details is also visible, and here which product is ordered. So now perfectly display this ordered product. There is a 2 quantity. There is a total amount is also calculated. Everything is now perfectly working on here. So now I want to purchase new product. Like here I want to purchase this product. Okay, I want to purchase this product for the 2 times. So also I define another one as a 3. I want to purchase this product, so that is I want to take that as a 1. So that is our total amount. So I want to define the customer name as a Anis right now, and pay that our amount. So I now want to define the pay amount as a 2000. Okay, and also there is a due 400. So I just simply define as a 400 right now, and I just make the things as a hand cash. Okay, friend. So I just define as a Anis pay amount, and I just put that 3 product for this one, that means the small backpack, and the Nikon, that is one of the DSLR. I just simply define as 1 quantity. That means our total quantity will be as a 4, and that is our total amount. So now if you click on the submit, now you can see successfully done. So now if you go to our order, and if you go to that our today's order, yeah, you can see it's now showing as Anis. Our total amount is also visible on here. There is a pay amount is visible, the due amount is visible, and also I define as a pay by as a hand cash. So now it's perfectly visible as a hand cash. So now if you want to view this order, click on the view. There is our 12 ID data, and here you can see there is the Anis phone number, there is address, the date, hand cash, and every subtotal, the VAT. There is our total amount, the pay I define as a 2000. You can see it's now perfectly getting that amount, and also I put that due amount as a 400. It's now perfectly getting as a 400 as a due amount, right, friend? And then in our orders, you can see for this product I have defined the 3 quantity. It's now perfectly display on here. There is a product code, the unit price is visible, and total amount is visible. And if for the Nikon, here I only want to take this product for the one quantity. So that is actually our 1 quantity, unit price, and the total price. So friend, everything is now perfectly work on here, right? So here one thing's like, if you go to our order page, into the order, you can see that is actually I didn't add that dollar sign. So better I want to define the dollar sign for our order page. So that is our order. So if you go to our order, into the order I have defined that name, the total amount, pay amount, and due amount. So after this I want to define the dollar, then it should be actually better. So I just simply copy it, and here I define the dollar, and that is actually pay by. So pay by actually for the cash or check, so we don't need to add this. So now I just click on the save all, and now if you refresh it again, yeah, it's now perfect. So friend, we successfully complete our order portions, right? So now we have to also work for our report. So step by step we will cover each and everything with live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.